Great Wall Motors, they've revealed the new Aura, and it's incredibly cheap in China. It starts at 14,000 US dollars. It actually now starts at a pretty staggeringly low price of around $35,000 Australian. Drive away. So what is the difference between this model and the previous model? Well, here's what we know so far. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Great Wall Motors' new Aura 3 has launched at $14,000 in China. There's actually 5 variants. The cheapest version is $14,500. The next spec, $16,000. The next one up, $17,300. Then there's a $18,700 model. Range varies. The cheapest version has 400 kilometers of range on the CLTC cycle, so closer to 360 on the WLTP. 500 kilometers of range on the bigger battery pack. There is a facelift here. There are some changes, not major ones. The changes though are mostly the interior and exterior design. There's two new colors. There is ragdoll white and smoke gray. Some of the colors they already have are actually pretty cool. I love the baby blue color they have. But to give you an idea of just how cheap this car is now in China, it used to start at $17,900 and go to $22,800. So the cheapest version is very similar to the cheapest version now, meaning the price has gone down by $3,500, just over $3,500 US dollars in China. Big discounts here. Great Wall Motors, I mean, they have to contend with so many different car manufacturers, so they had to bring the price down. How big is it? The size is the same. About the same size as a BYD Dolphin. 4,235 millimeters long, 1,825 millimeters wide, and 1,596 millimeters tall. The wheelbase is 2,650 millimeters, and it does have one function that you might want to consider. Car News China says it has vehicle to load, meaning you can charge other things, cars, devices. You could even potentially run some devices in your house on this if you were to have a power blackout at home. The cockpit, it's the same. It still has a 7-inch LCD instrument panel and a 10.25-inch central control system. Still looks kind of nice on the inside. I quite like the interior design. In addition to that, there is also a panoramic sunroof. The premium version, it comes with that as standard. The luxury trim comes standard with level 2 advanced driving assistance features, and the car's level 2 advanced driving assistance functions, they've been significantly improved. Great Wall says they include voice-activated autonomous parking. So whether or not it's really true that this car can autonomously park itself, I don't know. I mean, you could try it maybe in a car park when no one's there, no cars are around, and see how well it works. And then if it does work really well and you trust it, well, this would be a really cool feature to have. It also has AI autonomous parking and mobile phone remote parking. So you can park it using your mobile phone when you aren't even near it. So let's say someone was trying to steal it. In theory, you could drive it to another spot away from them. That would be kind of spooky if you were a thief, right? And you see the car trying to drive away or driving away and there's no one actually driving it. Other functions: integrated cruise assist. So that's like radar assist cruise control, and traffic jam assist, meaning when you're in a traffic jam, the car can drive itself to some degree, go forwards sort of thing. Power. It has a single motor, 135 kilowatt, so the power has been increased by 10 kilowatt over the previous version. A slightly more powerful motor. It's 125 kilowatt to 135 kilowatt, so that's just under about 180 horsepower. Peak torque is 232 newton meters. If you're curious to know where this car is sold, it's sold in, well, for starters, China, Germany, the United Kingdom, Sweden, Thailand, Australia, Brazil, Mexico, and I believe possibly a few other countries as well. If it's for sale in your market and I didn't mention it, let me know in the comments. I saw a few of these in Thailand when they first come out, and they were quite popular. There's quite a few of them around, but now in Thailand, there are so many EVs you can buy from China that it's a really tough market. I mean, there's about, I think, 30 different Chinese EVs you can buy, and they're very affordable. BYD is just crushing it in Thailand. So far, sales are 220,000 in total. But Great Wall Motors, they plan to launch some other vehicles, other models, other EV models in all those different markets we mentioned, plus the Middle East, Latin America, North Africa, South Africa, Australia, Eurasia, and various countries. It's basically a global car, but there's going to be some improvements to their existing vehicles before they go into those international markets, some slight range improvements. Plus, because now batteries are cheaper, Great Wall Motors can be a little bit more competitive on price. They can start the prices lower, which is what they've begun doing in some of those countries. The price has been decreased, meaning these vehicles are getting closer and closer to being on parity with internal combustion. In fact, in Australia, it's pretty much on parity, for example, with an equivalent Toyota Corolla. In fact, slightly cheaper than the Toyota Corolla now here in Australia, which is just amazing. Guys, what are your thoughts on this car? It's not the most practical in terms of its packaging. It doesn't have a very big boot, but it is a much better looking car in the flesh. When I saw it in the flesh, I thought it looked really, really nice. Thanks for watching.